Okay, hello everybody and welcome back again. I'm gonna unmute myself on Skype, that's a good idea. Hello everybody and welcome back to the Perth Dota 2 Championship. This match we're gonna see, both teams, actually BGT we saw, actually no, we didn't see any of these teams before yet, did we, Berkeley? I don't think we did. So,
Yeah, I think both teams are completely new. Yeah,
yeah,
BGT.
yeah,
Yeah, I think it's going to be a couple of surprises coming up from these guys, which I'm a little bit excited about.
yep, and, yeah,
Now, just to throw in some stuff. First of all, thank you to all those watching on Twitch for checking us out here at Four States. And we are very, very happy to be hosting this tournament and streaming this tournament on our Twitch website. So it's really good to get some local Australian esports happening, competitive Dota. And so this is as we said, the Perth Dota 2 Championships. These teams are playing for a pretty decent prize pool in terms of Australian stuff of 325 bucks. And it's a double elimination single best of one matchup until the grand final. The grand final being a best of three. And the and lastly, I'd like to say that if you guys don't know about us here at Four States, please check us out. Check us out on Facebook and our Steam group and stuff, because we do run some pretty cool events, including Community Sunday, which is happening tomorrow night. And we got a lot of mini games. We got some lobby matches, as well as a team of 5 girls, team of 5 Dota noob girls who are going to be having a crack at some pub games and trying their hand at Dota. So that's always a bit of fun, watching some people who haven't played before sort of stumble their way through Dota and learn the ropes. Always nice.
yep. It's the same that, Pushers that too, where random pubs just cast them. I can guarantee it. It's pretty fun to see people do that. Like, do all these things that you think, like, that's stupid, but, you're new to the game. You don't know shit. I mean...
Yeah, exactly. And so all the things that they'll be learning might be some things that you can pick up as well. So it's really, really good. A lot of fun. And especially just seeing, 5 girls squeal and go nuts when they get a couple is great.
Yeah.
And so this is a matchup. Is this the winners bracket or the
I
lower
believe this
bracket
is
right now?
the losers bracket currently.
Cool. So Bogata
So they're
versus
both gonna be fighting to keep themselves into the cup. Which is, yeah. One has to drop, one will stay. It's, tension is rising.
I can feel it. It's
Yeah.
palpable. And so the first pickups coming out from Bogata, they've got their second pick coming up very, very soon. It's going to be a Lifestealer. Ancient Apparition and Lifestealer have been picked almost every
Yeah.
single match that we've seen today. Really popular in the Perth scene right now.
Really, all these picks we currently see, the bans and the picks, like, I think literally we have seen Lycanthrope banned every single game. We have Ember Spirit being banned the pick every single game, Nagasarm being banned the pick every single game, and Invoker just the same. And yeah, you see the repeating picks, but sometimes you see something unique. Like the Enigma was pretty unique, I would say, or the we saw something else that was unique. Can't. Well, Dazzle. We didn't see Dazzle that much. So,
Oh, Dazzle is very, very popular right now in the current meta. He's one of the strongest supports that we've seen. So I don't know if he'd be considered not.
well, at least in the matches we casted, he was only one save. No, was he? I don't know.
Yeah, Shadow Demon was a bit of a
Oh, yeah,
left
Shadow
field
Demon,
choice.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
he's not always picked up, but he's been picked up twice now, I think, in the matches that we've cast today. So this, in case you guys watching on Twitch aren't aware, this is actually all happening at a LAN event in the center heart of Perth. And the Centaur Warrunner and the Shadow Shaman being picked up. Now, Shadow Shaman last time we actually saw going mid to get that quick level 6 and get those awesome wards up and running to smash down some towers.
Yep.
So I will be interested to see if they're going to be putting Shadow Shaman in a support role or maybe throwing him into the mid. We'll just have to wait and see. Those Rasta wards deal a hell of a lot of damage both to towers and in team fights. So I think he's a very strong mid choice.
Yeah, I really wonder what they're gonna pick too, because we've seen these picks before, but the reason why they're picked mainly is because they're so versatile. You don't pick. There's only a few instances where you pick specific heroes, like a Necrolite. You don't ever, pretty much in competitive play, see a Necrolite. Even though he's pretty good at disabling just one person and making sure he's dead. Even if you have an Aghanim Scepter, he can't even buy back. So if it's a main carry that they absolutely need, then you can maybe go for a Necrolite, but it's very situational. So they pick picks that are good in pretty much every draft, and that's why they're first tier pick. That's why they're tier 1 picks.
Yeah, the high versatility, and the Slark, another popular pickup with the current meta. The last couple of months, Slark has really seen a pretty big improvement. Sand King is, while he has seen a more popular or a little bit more play in the professional scene, he's still by no means a popular hero right now. Even though his popularity is growing, he's still not picked up all that often. So he is one of my favorite heroes. Sand King has a great stun. You know, he comes out right beside where he stuns you. So I really do enjoy Sand King, and I can't wait to see where they're going to be laning and positioning him. If he's going to be a support, I do wonder what carry they're going to be going, because generally if you have a melee support, you get a ranged carry. So we might be seeing there we go, a Mirana. That answers that question.
Yeah, also the thing about Sand King is that he's good against melee carries on the opposing side, because you just get 1 or 2 points to Caustic Finale, the rest maybe in Sandstorm, and they can't pretty much get close again to you. And also Sandstorm got a buff recently. It's always max range now. Well, max range is just one range really, and it's max previous range. And yeah, it still deals the same amount of damage, but you can also put him in a jungle now, Sand King. That's actually a thing. You can get your bling.
Oh yeah, they're getting Sandstorm first because of that bonus, the extra buff to the damage. He's not a great farmer, but he is a viable jungler, and he can just sort of pop in and out while jungling to throw a stun in the lane, and that way he's not sapping XP like you would have from a normal tri-lane setup.
Actually, you can get a Bling Dagger with a Sand King in 9 minutes, which is a really good timing still for a Bling Dagger. Even if you go to your lane, yeah, you really can. You just double stack your camps, you triple stack them, in the meantime you go to another lane. Yeah, you can definitely do that.
That's brilliant. Yeah, I hadn't even thought about the stack. So yeah, in that case, that's awesome. That's incredible.
Yep, he's really good now. I feel like that's what they're gonna do. I wouldn't be surprised if they did it. And then they put who are they gonna put? Are they gonna go Mirana carry, you think, or do you think they're gonna go for? Who do you think?
I think they're gonna have a Mirana. I think they're gonna have a farming Mirana. And they're gonna be choosing their mid pretty soon. And I think their fifth choice is going to be their mid. They're going to have a farming Mirana with a Sand King and Shadow Shaman support, and a Centaur War Runner in the off lane. And the Bergata going for the Ancient Apparition, supporting that Lifestealer, getting that extra damage, and they're going to be throwing Slark either in the mid or the off lane. That's an interesting choice. Do you think Slark's going to be sitting in the offlane, or do you think they've still got their mid pick to go as well, the same as?
Depends really on the other lane. I want to see this pick first from ST. What is their name exactly?
That is one thing that I am not certain of.
Yeah,
these guys actually didn't put their name in.
ST, I don't know, something. Anyway, yeah. So they pick a Shadow Fiend. So they're gonna put in middle lane Mirana or Centaur War Runner off lane. I think Centaur War Runner goes into a trial lane. I do think you rather go Mirana trial lane. What do you think? Or do you go dual lane even? I mean, it could be a thing.
No, I think it's going to be a tri lane. I think Centaur War Runner is going to be sent off into the off lane. It looks like a Rubik mid for Bergata and a Slark off lane. Yeah, I think a Slark off lane, a Rubik mid, and or maybe even an Ancient Apparition mid. And then the tri lane with the Lifestealer. So Centaur Wall Runner definitely going to be in the off lane. And it's going to be a tri lane with a farming Mirana with the Shadow Fiend in the mid position. So this is the elimination round for in the lower bracket between Brigada and I'm just going to say S something.
Yeah, I don't know either. I don't know their name. That's actually pretty sad. I'm gonna try to search it up. Maybe
I was looking at the teams.
Yeah.
I'm not actually sure. Could they be Team G or?
I know one team is Team G. At least I've said it so in my overlay.
Yeah. So in that case, it's Team G versus Brigada. Cool.
Cool.
So Team G are on the side of the Radiant in that case, and we're going to be seeing SSZ on the Shadow Demon. Shadow Fiend, I should say, in mid. On the Sand King is, funnily enough, SK. SK is on the SK.
Yeah. Wow. What a surprise.
ST. Mirana. She can't be going mid. But Shadow Fiend would be so much better in the mid position, getting able to get those.
But what if it's like next level mind tactics? You're like, oh no, you're not gonna put a Mirana in the mid lane. Then they're like, okay, might as well go and put someone else there that is really squishy, like a Ancient Apparition. And then you're like, haha, but I fooled you, and now there's a Shadow Fiend in front of your eyes. And then you die. But that would be highly unlikely.
That's generally how it goes. And then you die. And on the Radiant side as well, on the Shadow Shaman, heading into that tri-lane at bottom, we have Wu Tao. Just Woot.
I think they make it intentionally hard.
And lastly, on the off-lane Centaur War Runner is Pwn Me Please.
Okay, that's pretty clear for an instruction. Okay, over to BGT. On the slug, you have Sky. On the... I should do it this way. On the Lifestealer, we have G. On the Ancient Apparition, we have Meteor Maker, which is actually a team too. On the Shadow Demon, we have Noob. And on the Rubik, in the mid lane, we have Nikao. Nikao. I'm going for Nikao. But, doesn't seem to be too much going on. No level 1 smoke gangs. I'm losing my voice a bit here.
So this is going to be an aggressive tri-lane with the Lifestealer and the Ancient Apparition and Shadow Demon support. So that's going to be giving the Shadow Fiend a run for his money. I think they're going to be slightly surprised to see this Shadow Fiend in the farming position in a safe lane. You almost never see a Shadow Fiend in the farming role. You always and not going mid. So I'm quite surprised with this laning setup on the side of Team G.
Well, one thing we could really see is that actually Shadow Fiend first wants to secure some Necromastery and then goes to the mid lane. That could be a thing, because usually it's pretty hard. Your first few levels as a Shadow Fiend are really, really hard to make something happen. Or to even last hit properly.
Ooh, that's a cool little I don't know if it's a glitch or a cool little thing to note, but yeah, if he steals the transformation of into bear form with from Lone Druid and gains that extra strength and extra melee attack damage and the health, he's actually and then steals another spell and uses it, then he stays in that form. So that's kind of cool. It's kind of like if you steal Morphling's ability to morph and then morph all into agility, then he's gonna remain on no health when he steals something else.
Really sad. Actually, it's pretty good to just get a Rubik all to strength, because when you think about it, what is Rubik gonna do in a fight? Rubik has a disable, is gonna steal a spell, and maybe gonna deal 2 last hits and then die. That's usually the life of a Rubik.
Yeah, and what's he need agility for? He don't need agility.
Yeah, so might as well go strength, really, because if you steal one, you steal the other two, if I recall correctly.
That is exactly correct. So Sand King or SK doing a little bit of a pull here to pull the pull the creeps back behind tower. SSZ struggling a little bit with the last hits. He's only on 4, whereas you have the Mirana in mid and the Lifestealer, who is in the same lane, actually on 10 apiece. So BG actually getting the better of this tri-lane versus tri-lane setup right now.
And I'm excited to see a Rubik mid. It used to be a thing in Dota. Well, even in Dota 2, it still was a thing. Yeah, I think, pardon me, it was a thing for a while. But then Rubik got some nerfs or something happened, and then Rubik mid wasn't feasible at all anymore, and he just kind of disappeared from the mid lane, which is sad because Rubik is one of those heroes. He's a support, but he's a playmaking support. And yeah, I really love to see playmakers. So yeah, looking forward to it.
I think we could see some great things from this this Rubik getting those early levels and a quick level 6 to steal some great spells. I mean, like he's got the big area stun from the Central War Runner that he can steal. He's got the awesome Burrow Strike from SK, and even the Mirana Arrow or Starfall is going to be a great skill to steal. So Nikau has some ripe options to choose from.
Also, Joy versus MYN will play next. To the person who asked it in chat, I just got a message now. So yeah.
Sweet. So we'll be seeing the winners bracket moving through to the next round. So Joy and MYN.
Yep.
Sweet, my nemesis.
Yeah, they've been playing really clutch Dota, and in the beginning, I still remember the very first game vividly, because it was a really weird game where it was like it was going well, really badly first, and then it really went well. So yeah, it was a big turnaround too. So yeah, it's a good game.
Shadow Fiend starting to stack up his souls. So SSZ going to be dealing a little bit more right click right now. Looking at 48 plus 24
Top lane arrow
damage.
hits on the slog. There's going to be a chain stun coming soon. Okay, doesn't even require it. Mirana gets the first blood, has the double damage rune too. They're going to keep rushing this tower. No, they're just going to go back. Be happy with what they got. Don't be greedy. Just enjoy what you have.
Very nice. So Team G drawing first blood on that Slark. And now that's a great start to both the Mirana and Pony Please on the Centaur War Runner.
Still then though, like you said, the Shadow Fiend I feel is a really weird pick. Uh oh, they're gonna go into Shadow Fiend.
Disruption coming out on the Shadow Fiend.
He's nice Burrow Strike from the Sand King, but the Shadow Demon is gonna get a last hit with his own illusion. And now, whoa, Shadow Shaman taking a lot of damage just from one hit of the Lifestealer. Yeah, well, Sand King did a really nice Burrow Strike there, but didn't really achieve anything with it.
Yeah, and that chilling touch on the Lifestealer meant that Shadow Fiend, I should say, just dropped like a ton of bricks, like a sack of potatoes.
And I really question the choice too of the Shadow Fiend and the offlane, in the safe lane, because like it's good for souls, but that's pretty much it. Because you like to have an XP advantage, and
yeah, and you want to be able to sort of invis in or sneak in and pop off your ulti with Shadow Fiend with a full soul basket. So that makes it really difficult with him right now. They're dealing a fair amount of damage to the lifesteal, but he's just going to turn around and go on. Mirana pops her ulti.
Stampede also used. What happens? Okay, Mirana's coming in from the side. It hasn't
Mirana's coming in.
Is not gonna shoot it yet. Does she ever want to shoot it? Nice dodge from the Shadow Demon. But they're not gonna pursue. They're not gonna pursue. They're just gonna go back. There's 4 heroes there. I don't think that's maybe 5 heroes there. They all 5 came there and didn't get anything out of it. There were 2 ultimates being used. The Mirana ultimate and the Centaur War Runner ultimate. And now they're just gonna go and try and get a tower, I think. And Rubik stole Stampede, actually. That's pretty big.
That is a big pickup for Nikau. I think Nikau's going to be able to use that to great advantage with that Lifestealer, get him in range for those right clicks. Slark just sitting there getting some free farm. He wasn't doing too well after that first initial gank, but he's starting to claw back now, second in CS on 32 last hits, with Mirana leading on only on one more on 33.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
And now it just seems that SSZ just doesn't want to have a bar of this aggressive tri lane from the soul Shadow Demon, Ancient Apparition, and Lifestealer. I mean, there's so much damage potential that
Really?
he's just afraid because he's so squishy early level. Like 644 health is not something that you want to have to face against a Lifestealer right-clicking for minimum 78 damage, but an extra chilling touch damage stacks it up to
Trying to
118.
get a pick off again. They're gonna be stunned first. Now Mirana's sitting there though. Sitting there. There's gonna be an arrow. Arrow is gonna land. What a nice arrow land. Now it's been chickenified and down he goes. There's a teleport reaction from the Rubik. I think they're just gonna pressure this tower now. Meantime in the bottom lane, there's a Lifestealer farming alone. And
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
okay, no. I almost thought the career would die of
Dire's top
the
tower
Radiant.
is under attack.
But they're gonna gank now. The Ancient Apparition.
Ancient Apparition, Shadow Demon,
Yeah.
they're in position. Mirana ulti's been popped, but there's a sentry ward down here. They'll actually get scouted out if anyone's nearby. No? Yes?
Also,
Yeah, they will
Career
get
is
scouted out. Thanks to that
sitting
ward.
in a peculiar position. I'm confused.
Radiant's middle tower is under
Okay,
attack.
he's gonna go now. That's weird. Could have died there. Poor little Baiko.
That is odd. Top tower is now down 200 gold. 8-minute blink dagger versus the normal 17-minute mark. So that is faster than half the time of the average blink dagger time for
incredible,
Central
actually.
Wall Runner. That's immense. That's huge.
And we're gonna see here. Although he only has 1 kill and 1 assist, so somehow he's been getting a lot of farm. Like he has 35 last hits, which normally a Centaur doesn't really get. And
And that's just from the 1v1 versus a Slark, and he can feel confident going up in a lane against Slark and not have to worry about losing his life to that Slark, because Pony Please is so much tankier than Slark is, and Slark doesn't really even up until level 6 to deal with a Centaur War on his own.
Shadow Shaman not yet level 6 there, so he can't drop wards yet, but they still want to get the tower. They have a catapult there. There's a lot of people there, 4 to be exact. Shadow Fiend still at the bottom lane, fighting up against a Lifestealer. Could potentially be dangerous, but I don't think so. Also, Arrow not gonna land, gonna hit a creep instead. They're just gonna slow siege his tower, try to bring a bit of damage to it, not get it in deny range. Yeah, it's okay. You know, bit of damage.
1 or 2 more waves, and Shadow Shaman could be looking at level 6, and sitting at such low health, that tower is so close to going down.
Yeah. They're just gonna try to really get it now. Because there's only 3 people in the middle lane, so you might as well just go and get that tower.
Easy.
Dire's middle tower is Dire's middle tower.
Another 200 gold in the pockets of everyone from Team G, and they're going to be absolutely loving that. Drums now online for the Mirana. And looking at Shadow Fiend, he's got 2.3k. I wonder what he's going to be going for. Do you think he's looking at maybe a Shadow Blade, or...
You know, I really don't know. I'm not used to seeing a Shadow Fiend in a tri lane and then nothing really happening, just to ensure he gets souls, so... I guess he wants to do something with those souls, so I guess a Shadow Blade is the option, but uh-oh. There's a lot of people in the bottom lane, and they do not expect it. Sand King.
SK. Oh, a little bit of trouble.
Where the Shadow Fiend? Oh, he ran away. Okay, smart decision, because... Okay, then,
There's 4 heroes sitting bot. Slark farming the jungle.
My blade unseen.
Allies
Ah.
Uh-oh, Stampede being used now. All invis. They know
And
it. They
invis.
feel it. The
Oh.
Rubik's now being... Lifts up the Mirana. There's a stun from the Centaur. The disruption on the Shadow Fiend is going to hit a lot for a lot. And uh-oh, Lifesteal, you might be in trouble. But so is Centaur. Centaur drops in the meantime. Now Slark being all invis. Trying to kill the Mirana. Or deal a bit of damage to it. Has been chickenified. And that's a 1-for-3 exchange. Only Centaur falls, and Centaur, you know, it's reasonable. He's an initiator. It's normal that he dies every so often. So Shadow Shaman is now level 6, almost level 7. So he's gonna be perfectly all right.
Dire's bottom tower
He just
is
needs a
under
little bit of
attack.
mana to drop down those wards on this tower.
You could actually just go buy mana boots in the shop if you really wanted to. In the side shop, you
Dire's
can do
bottom
that.
tower has
So-
fallen.
Yeah, he's got
Might
2.2k,
even
which I
do
think
it.
is exactly what's about to
Oh,
happen.
Blink? What is he gonna do?
Dire's top tower is under
Blink.
attack.
Oh, Blink Dagger. Okay, movement.
Yeah. Well, I can definitely see it, because that's something they do lack a bit. I mean, you have Stampede, but it's always nice if you can somehow, when you're together with Shadow Fiend, for example, just go jump in, chickenify, shackle, and get a kill. It's always, you don't even always need the Stampede, and, or should always rely on that. So I definitely like that choice.
Yeah. Armlet is online at the 13-minute mark, or the 12-minute mark for Lifestealer. So really, really quick Armlet coming out for him, which is very impressive for BG. So some core items coming out quite quickly on these heroes. Mana Boots picked up on Sand King, and these guys are sitting on a lot of gold right now. Shadow Fiend just bought his phase boots outright, and he's got an Ogre Club, so we could be seeing a BKB coming out for Shadow Fiend. He's got drums, he's got phase boots. Now we'll have
I think
to
they
wait
might
and
be
see
going on the
what
slog
comes.
here. He might be in real trouble. He doesn't have a Shadow Blade yet. He's building towards it. Has a Shadow Amulet, but just gonna hide in the trees. Stay in the trees. You'll be fine. At least according to Hi.
And this so Slark gonna go the Shadow Blade build, and the initiation potential with a Mirana and a Centaur Warrunner is just immense. I mean, having Invis as well as haste is huge. I mean, you pop your Invis and then you're in a flash
Yeah.
before the team can react.
Wait. Is it HYXY or is it HYHY? Or is that like, you don't know the joke from Free to Play? Like, stay in the trees. I told you to stay in the trees. No, you don't know it.
I don't know the joke. I remember
You
him
know
saying,
it? Come on! Whole Reddit was like laughing at it. It was just like funny. It was just like, yeah. It's like the fear buying a new table. Like, I won something at the international and I bought a new table. It was just really dry, you know. But Slark in Shadow Amulet form.
now Shadow Amulet
But
being
they do
used on
feel it.
Slark.
Somehow they really do feel like, okay, oh, Slark, oh, random stun of, no. Okay, no. But, you know, it's okay. Although,
So-
Lifesteal has been free farming pretty much the whole game now.
He's sitting on 10 last hits less than the Mirana, so doing quite well. Checking out net worth, oh my god, Mirana
Yeah.
way out in front on 7.5k, and the Lifestealer just behind, or just in front of the Shadow Fiend. He's sitting on 5.4k and the Shadow Fiend on 5.4k respectively.
Ancient
They are
Apparition,
neck
that's
and neck.
dangerous. Oh, nice ward to spot it out. Okay, I really like that ward. That was also a very, very, very risky ward, but I guess it's worth it. They know exactly what's going on at the top lane. Bottom lane, meantime, Mirana has an Invis rune. Lifesteal is suspicious of it. They had a ward here, so they know there was an Invis rune. And they're just kind of gonna really wait and see what happens. See what it gives.
That is a really, really aggressive ward.
Yeah. Oh, random arrow of the
Dire's top
Mirana.
tower
Not gonna
is
go for
under
it.
attack. Dire's structures are fortified.
Who was a minion? Was... Oh, Shadow Fiend was actually a minion. Okay, I see. Isn't that the same with Viper and Pugna, or is that not correct?
am actually not that knowledgeable on the Dota 2 universe in terms of canon.
It's
So
actually more as a question to the stats man. But yeah, okay.
yeah, I think that's a good question to ask Silk. Now, initiation from the from
Very
Pomi,
aggressive,
please.
though. Moonlight Shadow has been cost, but again, I feel like we had this before with the Centaur. Like he's been playing really well, and then it's just all of a sudden like, guys, I'm going in, and then everybody's like, you going in?
Say what? Why? Why you do this?
And then you get a kill on the support, and it's like, well, my mission was partially successful. Oh, Ruben getting a kill on the Shadow Fiend. Absolutely worth it already, even if he dies. Shackle on the Slog now, though. He's gonna use his freshly bought, Shadowblade? Yeah, Shadowblade. And is gonna find a Shadow Shaman. So much Shadow in this game. Too much Shadow.
Shadow Fiend, Shadow Shaman, Shadow Demon, Shadow Blade.
Yeah.
Shadow Dance is the name of Slark's ultimate.
Yeah. Is there anything else on his Shadow? This is Shadow. Wait. This is Shadow. This
The
is
game
Shadow,
of shadows.
This is Shadow. No, go to stop it. Okay. Nice Slark running away for his life. He doesn't want to go back to Dark Reef, so he's like, I'm getting out of here. No, that's actually more like Gyrocopter. Oh well.
Keep practicing those voices, dude.
At least I tried, right?
Yeah, that's a fair call. you got to try to succeed. So looking at the XP graph, 3,000 in favor of the Radiant, and that is Team G. Looking at the gold, 10k gold, and that's all tied up in these towers that have been taken down for these guys. All the tier 1s, 2 out of 3 of the tier 2s have been taken down on for Team G, so they've got a fair, decent gold lead right now.
Warner might really be in trouble here now. There's gonna be nice blink from him, but this lift up from the Rubik is gonna steal the Stampede. Center runner trying to run away. No, not gonna survive. Oh, now Slark in the meantime really going aggressive, but seems to be surviving. That might be the wrong direction. There's only one direction. Okay, no. Oh, there you go.
That leap getting him out safely. Shadow Demon could have sniped him if he had have guessed the right direction of where he went. Guessed wrong.
Yeah, it happens.
It does. But you got to throw him. Got to throw him to get him. Ooh, yeah. So you were correct with that. Several lines of dialogue references Viper being pugged as pet at some point, and it is still unclear whether he was the wizard of Viper that the Viper refers to.
Okay. Do you even micro? No, I don't micro person. Somebody let me do his friend list randomly. I have those things that pop up. Oh, psych.
Got to disable those notifications, man.
Yeah, I usually set them off, but friend request is like, okay, whatever.
I like being loved.
Initiation from that! Immediately! Whoa! What a reaction! Yeah.
Exploded.
Whoa. You know, that was a good ice blast though. Yeah, then use your mech. Dope. That didn't really achieve anything. It's kind of a
that was that life stealer just had no chance.
Yeah. Unless he had like ultra mega reaction sensors and he just lift off into. Okay, that's the weirdest thing I've seen all day. You might not want to go in there, Slug. There's a career. Might he get a kill? No, he's not gonna focus on Slug. Oh, nice stun from the Rubik. Stole the Burrow Strike. Now Slug attacking. The Moonlight Shadow has been used. Running away. Shadow Demon. Shadow Fiend actually getting a kill on Slug. Has exploited him. Ancient Apparition very low is. I lost track of the moment.
It's fight of the Burrow Strikes here.
Yeah. Okay, Rubik really low. Now this might not be a good idea here. Lifestealer is gonna man up. and try to make something happen. Got 1 kill on the Mirana. Is gonna continue. He can't, because Mr. Sir
Dyer's bottom tower
Horseman
is under
has a
attack.
blink.
They're just gonna have to limp off and lick their wounds. That was a hard team fight for both teams. I think Team G came off a little bit ahead in that one.
I knew that.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
That actually knew. I read all the lore because I'm a lore bitch. I forgot the majority of it though. But actually, the lore in Dota is surprisingly beautiful. Like, I don't know, some of them are really good. Like, I thought Beastmoss was pretty good. Like, he was friend with animals, but you couldn't keep the animals or something. Like, I don't know. I found some of them good. Like, Phantom Lancer I found really good, but I don't remember them because my brain is a fried thing. A fried thing.
You can be forgiven. In Belgium, I'm sure it's a ridiculous hour right now.
It's 8 a.m., which is not that ridiculous, but I
Huge arrow on Slark, and he's going to drop to this Mirana. Bam!
I didn't see it. I didn't see it. You kept me buzzing.
That's all good. That was just in mid over here. Slark was poking his head forward a little bit too much, and Mirana hit a great arrow, leapt in, did a starfall. Rubik managed to steal the starfall, but I don't know what he's going to be planning on doing with it other than just clearing this creep wave.
He's gonna call Adele and say Starfall or something.
Do you mean Skyfall?
Well, you know, it's the thing is, the joke is, it's something with stars, and it's kind of similar, and like maybe.
Arrow being thrown just to get some vision up on the high ground, I think.
Dyer's structures are fortified.
Now these physical damage serpent wards smashing down this tower, and as noted by our statsman Silk, a medallion of courage.
Uh-oh, Shadow Fiend. Now the lifesteal is gonna pop out. Immediate BKB into his ultimate, and then there's a lot of damage. He's not dead yet. Burst strike into ultimate. Down goes the Slug. Down goes the Rubik. Down goes the lifestealer. Now the Mirana's gonna go jump in. Has been disrupted by this. No, disruptor. Actually, that's not even logical. Anyway, team wipe. There you go.
5-man team wipe. BGT in so much trouble right now, and this is going to be tier 3, probably Rax.
Dyer's middle tower is under attack. Dyer's middle tower has fallen. Dyer's middle barracks are under attack.
Wow.
That was just some great initiation and some
really,
counter
really
initiation
was.
with these guys. Good reaction speeds from the Shadow Fiend as well. The minute that he got focused, he just BKB'd up, manned up, ultied, and that mech that was popped from by the who's got the mech on their side?
Centaur. Oh, who do you mean? Centaur has it on the Radiant side.
Oh yeah, on the Radiant, yeah. So the Centaur mech saving Shadow Demon's life, making sure that he got off his ulti and smashed out that huge ultimate that blew up the Slark.
Yep. Actually, it was just, I think it was mainly just the reaction time of the Shadow Fiend. Somehow he expected it or something, and then he was just like, immediately like, pop BKB, Requiem, and wreck him. No, I can't make a word play with that, but it was pretty close.
Requiem?
Requiem, no.
Requiem. Yeah, I see what you're trying to do there. There's so much movement from these guys or for the Radiant. Team G have so much maneuverability. They've got the 3 blinks on their team with the Centaur Wall Runner, the Sand King, and the Shadow Shaman, and they've also got the leap on the side of Mirana. So really good maneuverability here. Shadow Demon's really the slow horse in this race, and he's just going to be in the middle of the fight.
Oh,
Blink it,
is gonna
arrow.
hit! Whoa, that was... What? That was incredible. Okay, now everybody's just really dying. Double kill for Shadow Fiend. They're gonna go for the bottom racks. First the tower, then the racks. Wards even being
Dyer's
dropped.
bottom tower
Ah,
has fallen.
it's gonna be really
And
hard
that's
to
a
get back
second
from
set of
this.
racks.
Are under attack.
Yep, racks getting racked.
I think it's basically GG at this point. There's not much more that BGT can do to try and keep themselves in this game. It's starting to get to the point where Shadow Fiend's, he's got his BKB. He is fed as a well-fed dog, as a well-fed demon can be, full of souls. And the Mantisail up on the Marana, and we've got so much farm happening.
Understandably, they don't want to. Initiation from the Centaur. There's the Slug with a lifesteal inside of it. Last chance to do something to make something happen. There it goes, but chickenified. There's a lifestealer. Hello, lifestealer. Centaur does not care. Centaur does not forgive, and Centaur does not forget. And I think that's pretty much it. Although lifestealer did not die, but. Oh well.
There's the GG call, finishing up for VGT. That is the end of this LAN tournament. Well diving happening here.
Not the end of the LAN tournament yet. More games to come. But for them it is the end indeed, unfortunately.
Team G keeping the dream alive with that win, managing to stay, even though they're in the lower bracket, staying in the competition, making sure that they're going to be coming up against the loser of the next match that's coming up between Joy and MYN, my Nemesis Gaming.
Yep. Stay tuned for that. I'll give you some more music. Any special requests, Berkeley?
Oh, God, putting me on the spot. Let's do George Michael.
What?
George Michael's Faith. Bum, ba, bum, ba, bum, ba.
George Michael Space?
Faith. Faith.
Okay, yeah. George. No.
Requiem. The written word spaces. So yeah, thank you guys so much for checking us out here at the stream. If you're interested in more 4-state stuff, as I said, we got Community Sunday coming up tomorrow night. Tomorrow night being Sunday here in Australia. So make sure you guys come and check us out for that. Like our Facebook page so you can stay in touch with all our events. And until then, enjoy some music. We got the winners bracket coming up right around the corner in a couple of minutes. That is going to be between MYN, my Nemesis Gaming, and the favorites for this competition, Joy. So don't go anywhere. We got that coming right up.